Hey, what's happening? Mike Lake here at 5 Lakes Garage, and what we're going to go over today could save your life. All right, so what we're actually going to go over today is my go bag. And what this stuff is going to be used for is for whatever happens. You just don't know. Just take it like, hey, you get a phone call middle of the night. Hey, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident. Oh, grab your bag. Boom, you're gone. You don't have to pack anything. Everything is there at least for 1 to 2 days at the minimum. Some of the stuff will actually help you out later on and survive a little bit longer. We live right down the road from a nuclear power plant. You never know what's going to happen when that alarm goes off. So you need to be able to grab your bag and get the hell out. So yeah, so let's go over all these little tidbits that I keep in my personal bag and what I keep in the family's bags. And if you have anything else, please put it down in the comments. Let us know how we can actually make these bags a lot safer, a lot better, and keep us alive. So anyway, so let's go over everything one by one, and why I picked it, why I have it in there, and what would I change in the future? Because this thing is it constantly evolves. It's awesome. First thing you're gonna need is a bag. Now this bag right here I've had for a really long time. It has 3 different compartments, which you try to separate everything out. And then also you got side compartments everywhere. Not only that, one thing I do love about it, hold on, let me get you on tripod, Willie. There we go. All right, this is one thing I do love about this bag. You can buy this online. They're not that expensive. Is that, hey, you can wear it as a backpack. You can put those in there. You have another bag, another strap that goes around there, and you can have it over the chest. It does not matter. It all works. I actually take this on airplanes, and it fits under the chair. It's awesome. Okay, so a couple things that you really want to actually bring. You're going to probably have clothes on. Clothes are very important. You know, one, for your modesty, and the other, hey, it could get cold, it could get rainy, it could get foul weather, whatever. Clothes definitely helps. So I keep 1 set of clothes. That's all I need is 1 set. Because while you're washing this set, you can be wearing the other set. And if they get really dirty, turn it inside out. You're fine. So yeah, all my clothes actually goes into a dry bag. Now the main reason for that, if this thing gets soaked in the river, your clothes still stays dry. If you don't have a dry bag, Ziploc bags work just as well. All right, so basically that's all I'm going to bring for clothes. I will bring a hat just in case, because you just don't know. It's about to get winter time. Along with the other hat, bring yourself a little beanie. When you're sleeping at night and it's cold, put your beanie on. Most of your heat will go out of your fingertips, your toes, and your nugget. Get them all wrapped up and you won't have to worry about being too cold. Speaking of cold, you have your clothes, you need shelter. Just in case, you just don't know. So you pick yourself up an emergency tent. This is how big it is. Now this is not something you're going to be living in for a really long time because it's going to suck. But this will actually keep the weather off of you and actually get you an okay night's sleep. So actually I'm going to start packing my bag as I'm talking here. So the another thing too, I actually have this guy here. This is just a really lightweight sleeping bag. And it's in a compression sack. So if you really want to squish this thing down for space, squish it down as far as you want. So that is not exactly a necessity, but it is a really nice thing to have. Now, speaking of creature comforts, I do have a blow-up pillow. This does not take a lot of space. It doesn't take a lot of weight, because weight is another factor too, just in case you got to go a really long distance. But this is a nice to have, but I'm not going to bring it and put it in there right now. Because scouts we improvise. We have plenty of things up here that we can use as a pillow. Case in point, it might rain. You got your rain gear. So this is just a jacket. It gets packed away, the little bean thing, packs away into a small little cubby there. But that's not it. What if it gets really cold? These things are awesome. Thank you so much, NASA, for these things. Space blankets. emergency blankets. It looks like tin foil. It's amazing how much these things work. Now, if your sleeping bag, this one right here only goes down to about 50 degrees. This right here will take it even lower. And then it turns into a crinkly blanket. And if you don't believe me, you can talk to my buddy Tony, because he has a crinkly blanket and we want to kick him out of camp because every time he rolls over, all you hear is crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. But anyway, these things, a must have. Gotta have it. But let's just say your rain gear is not enough. All right, these guys here, if you don't have a rain gear, a simple little emergency poncho will work just as well. You can use it as a shelter, you can use it as rain gear, you can use it for whatever. It is big enough to go over your pack to keep everything nice and dry. All right, here's something else that is a nice to have, but you do not have to. This guy right here is a under cloth or under tarp for a tent. It is extremely lightweight. It's extremely durable. These things are awesome. Go ahead and pick one of these things up. I go camping with these things all the time. I use it as a shelter. I use it as a put it underneath the tent. It doesn't make a difference. Wrap yourself up in it. It's waterproof. It's a great thing to have. Just go ahead and get them. They're a couple bucks online. I'm gonna put that in my bag. It's not a necessity, but I like to have that one. So you got your clothes, you got your shelter, you got your rain gear. Now you need some of the necessities. Let's just say something catastrophic happens. You just don't know. All potable water is done. It is gonzo. It is contaminated. You're in a flood. You're in a whatever. Go ahead and pick you up a simple, reusable water filtration system. Now I use this one when I go backpacking. It's very simple. You hook up your cable, your hoses, and then you pump it away. This thing will filter out some nasty water, and it actually tastes all right. Now let's just say you don't have a filtration system. That's okay. It is kind of a luxury item. You don't actually have to have it. But there we go. Get you some aqua pills. These things are very small. This one is, I think it's turning into powder because I've had it for so long. But anyway, you can just grab some water out of a river, out of a thing, whatever, put a couple of these guys in there, shake it up, wait a little bit. It will kill off all your bacteria so you won't dehydrate yourself, because you're going to be sitting next to a tree for a really long time. So anyway, got to be able to filter your water. In your bag, there's certain things. You got drinking water. Grab yourself some food. I only got the one packet right here, but grab some MREs. Grab a bunch of other little small meals. Stuff that just doesn't go bad. If you get a can of beans, that's great. It's going to weigh a lot, but you could use the can for other things. But grab yourself some freeze-dried meals. These little bars actually works out great. But here's something else. This is kind of, at least on a personal level, this is very important to me. What you need to do is go out and get yourself some honey. Why do I love honey so much? One, because it tastes awesome. Two, this honey has been used since the ancient times. It's made by bees. It's just out there in nature. You can put this on a cut. You can put it on a sore. So it has antibiotic properties to it. It will. It sweetens your food. You can do anything, and it never goes bad. It's awesome. So this, excuse me, I'll go ahead and give them a plug, only because I go there about every Friday or so. But if you go to Biscuitville, they have these little packets. I think Chick-fil-A also have these little packets. So it works out pretty well. Just go ahead and have a bunch of those and stick them in your bag, because it's just awesome. I'm just going to keep bouncing around. Now, here's another, you don't have to, but I like to. But I like to carry a roll of paper with me, just in case, you know, nature does, it's going to call. And it's a lot easier when you just have some paper. You can use leaves, you can use whatever, but just bring one along. It's not a big deal. So, speaking of washing. All right. So you got the toilet paper. These guys here are wickedly awesome. This is paper towels. They basically put it into a press and squish it down. Once you get this thing wet, you unfold it. It's very durable. It's biodegradable. Everything about these things are awesome. Reuse them, use them multiple times. Just go ahead and grab yourself a little canister. And not only that, everything up here, well, not everything, but most of them here, you can actually use for multiple things. Take this little guy right here. I can use all of my little things right here. Boom, I have a water carrying device. Or I can put food in there. I can put medications, toothpicks, whatever. It's going to be waterproof, and it's going to be awesome. Now, also, speaking of waterproof, let's go ahead and date some of our viewers out there. Put it in the comments of what you think this is. Ready? Go. Put it in there. All right. This is a 35 millimeter case. These things right here are great to keep things watertight. Now, you can put medications in here. Now, you can grab a whole bottle. Like, this is some of my vitamin I. So I can grab this whole bottle, but that takes up a lot of space. I can take a handful of those, put it in here. If I have allergy medicine, put them in here. High blood pressure, I don't, but if I had, put it all in here, mix it all in, it's fine. Go ahead and close it up. And this is your medication, so you should know which one it is, all right? So grab yourself a bunch of those. You can put matches in there. You can put dryer lint if you need to start a fire. Put all that stuff in there and you are ready. Now, speaking of cleaning, there's a thing called Camp Suds. This stuff here is really great for cleaning just about everything, including yourself. So if you want to stay clean, which hygiene is going to be great even in an emergency situation, go ahead and grab you some camp soap. It's biodegradable. It's great. It's okay for the environment. It doesn't hurt anything. And you can wash everything with it. Dishes, yourself, whatever. All right. So going back to the food thing real quick. You got to have something to cook it in. Now, you can bring a whole big mess cat or anything like that. But if you bring a stainless steel cup, you can drink out of it. You can cook in it. You can do whatever. Multiple uses out of this one device. Now, there are some better ones in there. Maybe ones without spider webs. It's fine. But anyway, I can put this in the fire. It will warm my stuff up. It will boil it. I can eat out of it. I can do everything out of there. If you have a plate, it takes up space. You got a bowl, takes up space. A cup, that's all you need. It will work great for you. Speaking of fires, now this guy right here, obviously is not a necessity, but it will help you in the long run. Now this right here, it's called Blackbeard, not a sponsor. And this little kit here will come with these little logs. Now this stuff right here, you can throw it in water. You can submerge it in water. Take it right out. Use flint and steel and it will start on fire. This stuff is awesome. It has a little coating on there that actually will start it on fire. So also huge, big flint and steels. This right here will last you a really long time. And if you get really lazy, this particular kit, all right, it comes with an electric, see if you can see that, little lighter. So this stuff here works out great. Again, non-necessity, but it is nice to have. Close it up. Come on. All right. All right. So it might be at night. Don't forget, bring a flashlight. Now, here's the thing about this one right here. The main reason why I picked this one. Now, oops. So you open it up. So this right here actually has a battery pack that is rechargeable. And it's very easy to recharge when you have a battery pack. Now let's say you lose this gets damaged, you can't charge it. You have AAAs, you can put AAAs in there as well. It will run on both. It's one thing I do love about this particular model. Anyway, it also has red light too. So there you go. So anyway, I want to put this in there. Gotta have light, right? You can put some regular flashlights if you like. Well, this takes regular batteries, and batteries run out. Anyway, back to charging things though. So I got this one right here, which is a solar panel. There you go. So it has plenty of the solar panels to actually charge this thing up relatively okay. It is not the end all be all, but it will get you out in a pinch. Anyway, but this one has all my cables built into it. Go ahead and look for one of those. just because you don't know. Hey, I have an Apple, I can't charge it. Blah, blah. Okay, you got your Apple connection. You got your little your micro. You have your C. You have actually this right here is actually a USB. You can charge a laptop with this thing. So this thing, pretty awesome. But it's not gonna last. To say it's cloudy for days. You can't charge the darn thing. All right. Communication is the key. This little guy right here is a radio. It's solar powered. It's got a battery pack in it. It's also got a flashlight. You can listen to AM, FM, and the weather. So all that is fantastic. And also, you got yourself a hand crank. You can charge this battery by cranking this up. In case it's cloudy or whatever. And the great thing about this is that you can grab your cable and charge your phone with it. I've already charged my phone with it, and this thing actually works out really well. And not only that, it's small. You can get your communications, you can get your radio, you can get your weather, all that type of stuff, because you never know what is going on. All right, so let's say you don't want to use those batteries at night. You don't have a fire, you don't have whatever. All right, one of these little cans will do you. All right, so this is an emergency candle. This will give you light, this will give you warmth. It has 3 wicks on there in case it gets really cold. You can put it in there and then huddle around it, and then you're fine. A clay pot, put that on top of it, and it actually will heat up the pot and create more heat. So you're actually making an oven out of it. But anyway, these guys right here, it's beeswax, and this will last a whole lot longer than those batteries. And you don't have to recharge it. Now, eventually it will die out, but here's the one thing that's very important: first aid. Now this right here is actually a little overboard, I have to say, but this thing has so many awesome things in it. I mean, you have Q-tips, you have fishing gear, another space blanket, because you never can have too many. You have bandages, you have, you know, if you need more light, you have glow sticks. Yeah, some of this stuff is just not necessary, but it is nice to have. You also have yourself a knife and a spork. Don't forget to put your sheath on there or you will cut yourself. An extra knife, a compass. I mean, this is basically just a survival kit. But this is more important stuff. All right, so this is just a little utility knife and an axe and a hammer and a pair of pliers, knife, whatever. All right, it's a little overboard, but you get the picture. But here's some of the really important stuff. Your poop shovel. Bury your stuff. Don't mess up the environment any more than what it already has, depending on what you're running away from. Anyway, it does have like sewing kit. It's got paracord, scissors, band-aids, pretty much everything you need. It's going to be in there. This little guy here is what I usually put on my wrist anyway, but it does have flint and steel. You have paracord. You got a compass. Got a whistle. You should always have a whistle in case you need to get rescued or anything like that. Carry your whistle with you. Anyway, now I've made a mess, but that's okay. So, a couple of little things. All right, this guy here, tie wraps. Tie wraps are wonderful, great invention. You can hold just a lot of stuff with it. I would recommend the black ones, not the white ones. The black ones just seem to last a lot longer. But anyway, just throw that in your bag because you never know when you're actually going to need it. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it comes very much in hand. It comes in handy. All right, we're almost done. We're on the homeward stretch here. All right, so you don't know. You say it's flooded. That's the reason why you're getting out of town. You got to grab it. You got to go. It's flooded out. Bugs are going to be out there. Grab yourself some off. These are just wipes. The aerosol cans, they can get punctured. They can make a big mess. You know, the trigger can get stuck down or whichever. If you get the wipes, it actually lasts a little bit longer. Also, sun. If you get a sunburn and you're out there and you keep getting sunburned, that's going to suck. So grab yourself some sunblock. Hey, thanks for watching the show. Hey, if you need some outdoor speakers, indoor speakers, whichever, go ahead over to Hindui and go ahead and get you 10% off. But if you need some LED lights for your trucks, your tractors, whatever, go over to Exito and get you 15% off. All the promo codes are down and below. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. And we'll catch you later. Enjoy the show. I got to clean up. All right, something else you want to keep in your bag would be money. Just put some money in your bag because you never know. Hopefully currency is still going to work. If you feel like the currency will not work in that particular situation, put something else in there that you can barter with. Something that is probably small so you can carry it with you, but valuable enough that you can actually barter and get whatever. If you need more food, you need whatever. Speaking of food, these little guys are wonderful. I have one in my truck, I got one in the Wagoneer, I got one in my bag here, and they are great because you never know when you're going to have to fish. Most of the time you can catch a fish. There are plentiful. I'm not a big fan of it, but you can catch a fish. And not only that, keep your mind right because you can relax. All right. So, grab yourself paper maps. Your cell phone works great until it doesn't. Grab yourself some paper maps of some areas that that you might be in, just so you can find your way around. If it is flooded, hurricane comes through, a hurricane or a tornado can come through and completely rewrite the map. So some of the stuff might not be accurate, but at least give you an idea of some landmarks. Also, paperwork. You got to know who you are. You got to prove who you are to authorities or whichever. Just carry some paperwork, personal information, more than likely social security number. You got to keep that really safe because you don't want to get that thing out everywhere. But carry your paperwork, license, registration, insurance papers, medical forms, whatever you think you're going to need for your situation, put it in there. Also, put it in a plastic bag so it does not get wet. All right. Don't forget toiletries. You need some of that. And also, if you're old like me, and if you get some of this stuff, you know you're old, grab yourself an extra pair of spectacles. Because you can't see squat like time fishing gear without your glasses, because that sucks. Alright, a couple of little odds and ends that you don't need, but it's nice to have. Glow sticks, like I said before. Grab yourself some electrical tape. I love electrical tape. Duct tape is awesome, and it has its place. But electrical tape, you can grab yourself a napkin. I cut my hand. Oh, man. Put the napkin on there, wrap it up with electrical tape. It's flexible, so you can still use your hand. And it's not going to take your hair off, all that type of stuff. Electrical tape is awesome. I love carrying it with me. Go ahead and put some in there. Another option, just some extra rope. You never know. Try not to get stuff that is too weak, because you might need to build something, or make something, repel something, whatever, of your own weight. So keep that in mind. Don't grab like some, I don't know, 50-pound paracord and thinking you're going to be repelling it from it. Or putting a hammock up. And somebody at 200, yeah. Okay, I'm 200 plus. We're going to be breaking that down. So anyway, almost done. Pretty much the last thing I want to put in there is... call it protection. You never know what's going to happen. And when I'm saying protection, it could be protection against other people. It could be protections against bears, lions, whatever. If you're stuck out in the woods, you need something. So, I carry this guy with me. This is what I conceal with. If you're going to have this in your bag is not locked. Have it secure. Be responsible, please, but keep it safe. Keep it out of the reach of little ones that could harm themselves. Please be responsible. Have it on a lock, maybe even a trigger lock, whichever. I just have it on a barrel lock. Keep it safe, please. Keep an extra mag ready to go. Also, just bring a box of shells, because obviously you're going to use it. Anyway, you got to keep that thing clean, so keep a small little cleaning kit for your firearm. Also oil, because you need oil. Alright, that's almost it. Don't forget a spoon or something to actually eat with. You saw it, I have it in my other bag, but you can just grab up a spoon, you got yourself a knife, and if all else fails, you have yet another flint and steel to start fires with. So these things are pretty decent, inexpensive, useful, multiple uses. Stick it in your bag. All right, so come on with me. So this is one reason why I really love this particular design of the bag. It does have buckles on the side, and you can cinch it down and actually squish it. Very good for planes or whichever. Throw it in the back. And there you go. All right, very simple, very good. I can grab this, keep it by your door, keep it in your truck, whatever. Grab it, go. It will actually save your life, possibly, if you have to get it done. Because you never know what the weather's going to give you. You never know what traffic's going to do. A loved one, whichever. Have yourself a go bag ready to go. And if you have anything that I missed, please put it down into the comments below to make sure that we actually add it to our bag. But now, I'm going to go stick this guy inside and get ready to build 4 more. Yeah. Anyway, till next time, be safe, take it easy, and we'll catch you later, hopefully.